J Dub, J Dub, J Dub. Hold up, this y'all gonna look like a dressed on me, but look, oh my goodness, yo, RJ on the broadcast from Mike Breen had said the Thunder are one game away from winning the finals, and in that moment, it all clicked to me. It really is one game away. Here's also my thought: job not finished. We gotta win one more, Indiana. But tonight, since I ain't in that locker room and I'm a fan, I'm gonna go ahead and celebrate this. If this series ends up closing out, as a Thunder W, this game right here was the Jalen Williams game. 40 points in the game 6 of the NBA Finals. Today, people were just talking about it. Again, the media is always going to be the media. You know, you see clips this and the third. Media was talking about Jalen Williams being Scottie Pippen. Honestly, a comparable comp. People weren't jacking it. For some reason, the nigga just dropped 40 points in the NBA Finals, especially when it was needed. Man, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, right? And even just in the mid, just coming out of half, energy was not there. It was starting to look like game one again. Tyrese was having a bad game. Pascal was doing a thing. A role player was keeping him afloat. TJ McConnell. Oh my gosh. If they would have won that game, I would have had nightmares of TJ McConnell's face and his little driving into the paint, wait a second, turn around, fade. Would have haunted me for the rest of my life. But he ended up not playing that much in the fourth quarter. And when he did, the game was too over. Man, that in the fourth quarter, when things were starting to come close, apparently they came down to about 2 points. It was about a 2-point lead. We never gave up that lead, but it came down to 2 points. And there was some timely shots hit. Shout out Aaron Wiggins, the brother that say basketball, hit a clutch shot in the left corner for a 3 early in the fourth quarter. Shout out Lu Dort hitting a timely 3 at the top of the key. Alex Caruso, the bald eagle, Caruso Glaze, the man that got caught for marijuana. I ain't snitching. Not Alex Caruso. That's Alex DeRusso, not Caruso, because bro, that the play, he is a winning player. So let me get everything in order, because as a fan, I'm everywhere. I'm pause. I'm everywhere. The beginning of the fourth quarter, with them timely threes hit, what did the Thunder do to continue their lead coming? To keep the lead staying there? What did they do? They stuck to what they have been doing all year long. The defense, the turnovers. I was sitting down this game and I was wondering, man, we didn't have that thunderstorm yet. That thunderstorm did not happen yet. We had a nice lead. We was up by 18 or whatever in the first half, but that wasn't a thunderstorm. That wasn't one of those, we gonna rally off turnovers and get on the break and get to the line, get the bucket, get to the cup in about a span of 2 minutes and make this lead 2-15. And I'm thinking, man, we didn't have that run yet. We're just playing good ball, and we're just able to stem off more. But it wasn't that loud, explosive. Paycom's going crazy until the fourth quarter happened. Again, 2 clutch Shea steals. He went and had one on Miles Turner, then the other one prior before him. Think he had a block again. Shea, hey, they're gonna say he did not have too much of a game to an extent, because obviously J Dub shined. But man had the good 30 something with 10 assists, and he had at least 3 to 4 blocks. 3 to 4 blocks with at least 2 steals. That's my point guard. That's the point guard y'all talking crazy on Twitter that say he doesn't play defense. He does get burned a couple times. It is what it is. I see that clip of TJ McConnell doing boom, boom, boom. For sure. He's also an offensive engine. He's also the offensive engine of this team. So whenever he's not a slouch defensively, he's still going to get his stocks. And man, Huge. I want to give a shout out to every single role player that had went ahead and played in this game because they all had stepped up individually and all in their own ways. Casey Wallace. I remember watching an Oprah video. Shout out Oprah, even though he scammed it. Shout out Clark. Recently he did a reaction to the most recent Thunder game. He noticed that iHeart came into the game and he said Queso was on the bench because Casey Wallace sucks. Well, guess what? Casey Wallace went ahead and had 2 to 3 threes in this game when this 3-point shot was non-existent this whole entire series. We needed his threes and he came up when we needed it. He played great, excellent defense. Had a beep. Aaron Nesmith also happened in the fourth quarter. Gone. Kenrich Williams, great defense on Pascal Siakam. Was a body to go ahead and help out and beat that body. Good defense. We didn't see no Isaiah Joe minutes. If you've been watching the videos, you know how I feel about Isaiah Joe. I'm not mad at that. I'm glad they gave it to Kenny Hustle because again the size was mattered. iHeart, absolutely phenomenal in that first half. Second half, he was still phenomenal. He just didn't get enough burn because they decided to run a bit more smaller. iHeart played amazing in that first half. Went ahead and made sure that offense did not become stagnant and come just straight isolation ball. Aaron Wiggins hit multiple clutch, crucial shots. Shout out Aaron Wiggins. Chet, huge. He still played huge. Now I will say, you know how I'm trying to figure out what the clip is. There's in the finals, there will be a clip there, especially if it's on the losing team, that will be forgotten. Just in the archives of basketball. Crazy plays happen all the time, and since the losing team doesn't do it, since the losing team did it, sometimes they'll get forgotten. That Aaron Nesmith putback dunk, I feel like it was one of them, and the broadcaster I feel like felt the same way too. It was one of them like, did that just happen? What just happened? Aaron Nesmith climbed up to get that putback dunk, and it was one of those. Did he do that? Like, how did I? What? And then I just see Chet on. That's some 2K animation I just went ahead and seen. Though, could have called that a foul. Boost it up. I'm mad at it though. Hey, and also I don't know if people like basketball because I do understand the way that people don't like the refs, and the refs are going to be a talking point every single time just because it's just the nature of the game. I feel like, but I feel like this year has been worse than I've ever experienced it on the just on the app in general. Who won last year? Well, last year was a Celtic Mavs. That shit wasn't competitive enough for the refs to even matter. I'll be honest. And the year before was the Heat versus Nuggets. Again, it wasn't even competitive enough to even have the conversation of it. But the refs are always in conversations, and the thing is that like it's always sways to the Thunder has the refs on their side. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't. They don't. The Pacers be outscoring them in the free throws when before the playoffs, but not before the finals even started, they was the most foul committed team in the whole entire playoffs. And I want to say the Thunder have led them in fouls more than the Pacers have done so. There's a lot of times in this game where I was like, that's a foul. I can understand it, but that's a foul. Okay, that's interesting. That's fine. And again, it doesn't make sense because at the same time, the 2-star players from the Thunder, they drive to the paint. Of course, you're going to get contact. That's something I want to mention. Jalen Williams, I noticed that this was going to be a good J-Dub game when he put his head down and drove every single time. I don't know if there was, he did this a little bit in the beginning, but I could count on my one hand. There has been too many times where he did the little, I'm going to get past my defender. I'm going to zigzag from the left to the right side like I'm Shea and pull up from the fade from the right elbow. He didn't do that. He put his head down, drove, got to the line. Put his head down, drove, scoop lay. He put his head down and drove so much, and I've been asking for that from him for such a long time, and I understand because there's something I feel like I don't know if I'm just don't like I'm knowing I'm not the only one, but there's a fatigue factor. It's a physical factor. They're humans at the end of the day. That's just tiring. No matter what, no matter how super athletic you are, that's tiring to do. I understand. I respect it. You can't put your head down and drive every single time, but that's something I've been asking for him to do, and he did it. And it shows because he got 40 damn points in Game 6 of the NBA Finals where we needed it most. Oh, Game 5. On the Pacers side, Tyrese Halliburton didn't get to see the basket go in at all, unless it was at the free throw line, which was great defense on our end, but also there's something to notice is that he had a calf tightness in near the beginning of the first half, which definitely had hindered his deer-like play style, I would like to call it, where he prances all around the court until he gets to that shot. I feel like a bit of it being he didn't have that extra bit of burst, you could say, to prance around like that. And I will say our defense was hounding him. But I also think, and I don't know, the broadcaster mentioned this, that he had not hit a three since the past two games, this game and the last game. They asking, is that confidence? He did have issues in the first two games about confidence and not confidence in himself, but you could see that he wasn't shooting shots. In this game, could be because of the tightness. Pascal in that second half did his thing, absolutely did his thing. He put his head down and drove, and he got to the line. It was, again, that's what you got to do in the playoffs. That's what you got to do in the finals. When you get there, you got to put your head down and just try to drive. The contact is going to come to you this and the third. Andrew Nembhard, I felt like this game defensively wasn't as impactful as he has been all series. I don't know what that could be about. But I also think he made so many key offensive mistakes in that fourth quarter to where he kind of gave us that lead to an extent. Now, I won't say gave us it, because I think all of them, Pascal, Tyrese, and Andrew Nembhard all committed turnovers. But offensively, he just wasn't impactful at all. And everybody was asking, put TJ McConnell in. The thing with TJ McConnell is he doesn't. You need Andrew Nembhard, not in it. You need Andrew Nembhard to go ahead and defend Shea. So you can't take him off exactly. And then you're gonna leave TJ and Tyrese. Tyrese already food a little bit, and then his calf is right. And then you got TJ McConnell, who he ain't food, but he just small, you know. Shea had a turnaround fade over him. And oh my gosh, don't get me started with the J-Dub, yo. The J-Dub, he did a signature little half spin fadeaway. I knew that was butter. I seen that all season, especially when he's hot. When that John went through, I thought in my head, he worked on this. That's butter. Miles Turner, he might have hit a three. I don't know what his rebounds is. I've been noticing that his rebounds have been very concerning. And they be talking about my center small, my center skinny. Mine's at least getting rebounds. Mine's is getting rebounds. That's all I gotta say. Aaron Nesmith went ahead and he came out to play. He hit a couple threes. He got that ball back. Obi Toppin, to an extent, came out to play. They bench players came out to play. This looked like game one, like it was gonna be written all over it. But something special about this team is that they learn. They've been able to learn from the mistakes and keep getting better. And they didn't let game one happen all over again. They didn't let that run by the Pacers go ahead and dictate the whole entire thing. They shut that all down. We're really one game away. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I can't. Man, if you made it this far, go ahead and leave a like button, subscribe, comment down below. What did y'all take away from this game? I'm down to read. I'm down to conversate. You know, at the end of the day, it's hoops. I love to talk about it. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Have a good one.